Situation Room notes the worrying trend of increased and excessive involvement of the military and security of officials in elections in Nigeria. These concerns have mounted following from the 23rd February 2019 elections. Situation Room would like to restate the provisions of Section 29, subsection 3 of the Electoral Act, which provides that the deployment of Nigerian armed forces for elections shall be at the request of INEC and only for the purpose of distribution and delivery of electoral materials and protection of election officials. Situation Room calls on the armed forces to restrict themselves to these responsibilities as defined by INEC and the electoral law. Situation Room also calls on security agencies to ensure that it provides adequate security for the elections and in a manner that does not allow or encourage violence to be used as a tool for vote suppression. Political parties. Situation Room calls on political parties participating in the governorship and state assembly elections to take part in the elections devoid of perpetrating violence, vote buying, or other electoral malpractices. Situation Room also calls on the parties to make sure that their agents are represented at every level of the election. Conclusion. Situation Room expects that INEC and indeed all stakeholders in the electoral process would have taken lessons from the challenges of the presidential and national assembly elections that took place on 23rd of February 2019 and work towards delivering peaceful and credible state-level elections. That is a statement of the Nigeria Civil Society Situation Room. We're quite happy to take questions or comments, but I'd like to restate the second paragraph on the stakeholders, talking about security agencies and concerns over partisanship. And I'd like to read again the first sentence. Situation Room notes the worrying trend of increased and excessive involvement of the military and security officials in elections in Nigeria. I restate it because we fought very hard for this democracy. And in 1999, the military pushed back to the barracks. Even that election that was conducted in 1999 did not have military involvement. We are very shocked at the level of military involvement and interference in Nigeria's elections. This cannot be a democratically conducted election if the military are this involved. And we need to go back to the drawing table to ask ourselves how to conduct elections without the partisan involvement and interference in the electoral process by the military. Quite happy to take questions, please.